Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Eric Brown, your Beverly Hills real estate agent, bringing you the best of Los Angeles, where we share the best and brightest of local businesses here for you. And I have a special treat today. It is a good friend of mine, Bill Taub, who owns an Arbonne business with his wife. And so this may be a business that you've heard of. They've gotten a lot of global publicity, but I'm gonna let Bill dive in and talk a little bit about Arbonne. Bill, thanks for coming as always.
Oh, Eric, I just love everything you do, and I love Arbonne. And just so that I can clarify, Arbonne is a side business, a side hustle. It's not my full-time job or my wife's full-time job. And this day and age, it really, really is important to have more than one stream of income. And when I heard about Arbonne, which was from my wife about 8 years ago, I'm out of advertising, I'm out of television, I'm a TV writer and all that kind of stuff. I know marketing. I just said, this makes perfect sense. I do not see a reason why not to say no.
And for those people that may not have heard of it, tell a little bit about the product and the company.
Sure. The Arbonne is a 43-year-old health and wellness company that makes now 250 non-toxic, gluten-free, certified vegan products for inside and outside the body. It is the #1 brand for synergistic and holistic health. And the reason I loved it, being out of advertising, the two things I look for in anything, it could be a TV show, is what makes it unique and what's the benefit to the consumer. And for Arbonne, it was very simple. There is no other product line like it. There is nothing like it. And then the other thing that I asked for that absolutely amazed me about Arbonne was I heard 85% of the people didn't even know about it.
So that's interesting. And me having actually used the products and purchased with you guys before, I know that it is skincare, it is dietary, it is home cleaning products.
No, it's not home cleaning products.
It's not. Okay.
It's makeup.
Yeah, thank you. Based on this, you had mentioned there's nothing else like it. You touched on some of the things at the beginning of our conversation, but what makes it so unique?
What makes it so unique was the mission of the founder 43 years ago. He was a botanist in Switzerland, and he knew that the skincare products that women were using were filled with toxins. And the United States, quite frankly, I don't know where this is, but the United States is the worst, absolute worst. There is absolutely no restrictions on what goes into your skincare products, and when you find out what goes into them, you wouldn't want to use them. So he decided that he wanted to create something that was pure, safe, and beneficial. And so he went around and worked with some of the best chemists and everything like that to get things that were naturally based, toxin-free, gluten-free, and this was just for skincare. He started with 12 products, right? And the one thing he realized is that, hey, you know what? If I put this into a store, I'm gonna have to put preservatives in it. So there are no preservatives in it. And then he said, you know what? I think I wanna give an opportunity to women, and this is going back 43 years, women to be able to earn a significant amount of money. And so he created this thing, which is like network marketing or referral marketing or social marketing. It gets a bad rap. There were some bad actors, and nobody denies it. There are bad actors in everything. But when you have an honest business like Arbonne, that's 43 years old, you go like, hey, guess what? This works. So that's what made it different. And now, 43 years later, he didn't even foresee the internet. It wasn't even a gleam in his eye. That changed everything. So now we offer anybody, we do not twist arms, the ability to use the products if they want to and become healthier. And then we have the opportunity to form their own side business and become wealthier. So it offers a lot of answers. And the nice thing about it is it costs you nothing.
I think that's one of the things that's so interesting about the business, having listened to you and Diane share it with a greater audience over the course of the years, is you have two different audience types that you help. Not only the people that want to utilize the products, as you had mentioned, to get healthy, taste great, look better, etc., but also as a second stream of income. And depending, you have also known some of your colleagues that have grown it into a massively successful business.
You know what? I don't even like to make those announcements because people say, oh, wow, $10,000 a month, forget it. How many of you out there could use an extra $1,000 a month? How many of you out there could use an extra $2,000 a month? That is so doable. That is so doable, and it is such help. I don't want to give you the pie in the sky. The pie in the sky is possible, but it's not probable. And I like to go with the possible, but I'm going to let you find that out for yourself, because I don't want you to be swayed by the fact that you're in it and you're going like, hey, where's my $10,000 a month? Be happy with $5,000 a month. So that's why I like to play it down.
Well, and you've been able to see, I'm sure, over this time of it, not only sharing the products with other people, but also utilizing them yourself. Mm-hmm. The high caliber of quality that just comes with them overall. And I think that the unique angle, as we find more and more, just societally, that more people are pushing either vegan or non-paraben or non-chemical, and this has been around for decades, to be able to have an easy message to be able to share with a greater audience probably is pretty easy to do.
You know what? Like I say, we're looking for people who are looking for us, and we don't know who they are. So if we talk to you, if we ask you questions, I want to find out what your issue is. I want to find out how I can help you. I'm not in it just to say, hey, here's my product, buy my product. If you say to me, you know what, and I don't even mention Arbonne. You say to me, you know what, I got 2 kids I got to put through college. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And if I said to you, if I could show you a way that might make it easier, would you be interested in hearing about it? You don't care what it is. I'm solving a problem you have. Mm-hmm. If you come up to me and you say, you know what, between Christmas and Thanksgiving, I must have put on 15 pounds. I said, well, let me ask you a question. If I could show you a nutrition program, right, that over time, it's not going to be over the weekend, but over time it could get you back into swimming trunk shape, would you be interested in hearing about it? That's all. And if it doesn't work, you get your money back. And if it doesn't work, it can change your life.
Are you finding things in the Arbonne world that are changing or trending, or what's coming up in the coming year or so? What's happening in that world?
What's happening in that world is Arbonne as a company, as a brand, was bought a couple of years ago by a very big French, privately owned French company, Groupe Rocher. And they had the perfume, and they wanted the footprint of the United States. Arbonne is right now in 6 countries, and it's going to expand out. So expansion to other global markets is in the future. They also are more into synergy in terms between the inside nutrition and the outside skin. What people don't realize, and it was an education for me, what you put on your skin gets in your body faster than if you ate it. So when you put the toxins on your skin, it's going right into your bloodstream. And we all often say there have been so many diseases lately that come along. I grew up in an environment where it said better living through chemistry. Well, we're paying a price for that. And Arbonne is the antithesis of that.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to look at it. Most people don't think of that the skin is your largest organ.
I didn't know that.
Right? So it's fascinating. Tell me, is there one last thing that you think that the viewing audience should know about the Arbonne products, about the 2 different streams of both being a consumer versus being a business owner? Anything that you think is worth sharing?
You know what? My attitude towards these things is try it. It's not the cheapest thing around, but it's the best thing around. And the question is, what's your health worth? You know, what we've seen in these past 3, 4, 5 years is we better focus on our health. And then what's happening now, and it's been happening for a while, the contraction of the job market, the contraction of people having to switch careers as things are being outdated. Well, wouldn't it be nice if you had a little backup? Wouldn't it be nice if you had, you had something that if you didn't get that job this week, you could still make the car payment, you know? And it's easy to do. And what I find, I'm a writer, so I was always like cloistered in my closet, right? Getting out and talking to people like Eric, it becomes easier and easier. And if he goes along and says, yeah, tell me more, that's all. The choice is his. That
idea of building community, especially in the times that we're in today, just seems to make a ton of sense. And I have thankfully more so in recent years than maybe in the past, but have lived by the mantra of you are what you eat. And so doing so in a flavorful way, but yet a healthy way, not only inside and outside, as you mentioned, is, I think, extremely beneficial.
I'm going to do the rewrite for you on that. You are what you absorb.
Oh, yeah, even better. That's true.
You are. And the only last thing I would like to say about Arbonne, because it's such a mission-driven company, it's become a B Corporation. I don't know if you know what that means.
I don't know.
B Corporation is a certification that you can get as a company, and there are very few of them, that says you're not only a C company that's interested in the bottom line and the profit, but you are also certifying that you are good to your employees, good to the people, and good to the planet. Arbonne has become a totally recyclable business. Everything is recycled. They take good care of their employees, great benefits, great salaries, they make great products, and they make a fair profit. Ben & Jerry's is another one, Patagonia is another one, these mission-driven companies. And I always say, if you see a B company on a window or somewhere, frequent that store.
And great brands to associate with too. Like you just know, those are pillars of, having good value and structure to them. So we'll include all of Bill's contact information here if you have any questions about Arbonne, both not only as products, but also to learn a little bit about the business. I encourage you to be able to connect. Bill, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's great to chat with you.
Always.
And for all of those that have tuned in again, as always, this is Eric Brown, your Beverly Hills real estate agent, bringing you great businesses. Again, if you've got questions, comments, happy to connect. Talk to you soon.